Hey guys, what's up? Today we're going to be going over the PlayStation Vita version of Oddworld Stranger's Wrath HD. Now, we're going to be going over the physical game content, so I'm going to open this up and see what we've got here, and then we're going to check out some gameplay. So this was released by Limited Run Games, and there was a 4,500 copy print run. Now, as you can see here, there are 3 different cover variants, and well, actually, it's really only technically 2 different cover variants, because these 2 are actually the same cover. It's just that it was random as to which side of the reversible cover art was facing outward. So this blue variant that says exclusive limited edition on front is actually the alternate cover art. It's the more rare one. There were only 1,000 of these printed versus, I guess, 3,500 of the reversible cover arts. Now, this was originally sold at PlayStation Experience 2016, and then it was later made available as a bundle pack that included all 3 covers in a very limited quantity from the Limited Run Game Store. So the game sold for $30 US, and it included quite a few extras here. We'll go over those in a minute, but then the bundle that came with all 3 cover variants was $90 US. So really there was no discount for buying more, but the advantage here was that you could actually get 3 copies, whereas if you bought them individually, I think you could only get a maximum of 2 copies. Now, in the aftermarket, this blue PlayStation Experience cover variant is frequently misadvertised as a PAX cover variant, and that is because Limited Run had released several different PAX cover variants of games over the years, but this was not one of them. This one actually took place at PlayStation Experience, or PSX as it's otherwise known as. Now, here's all the original pack-ins that came with it. So it came with this specific Limited Run sticker. Remember when they used to come with these stickers? Of course, I never used any of the stickers, but I sure as heck saved them all. Oh my goodness. And then we have the postcard. Back when the games used to include a postcard. And on the reverse side, there is a checklist. And these checklists would frequently become outdated, of course, as the next release came in. But it's still a pretty cool little, I would call it more of an art card. And this game also included a game map. And this is an 8.5 by 11 folded map printed on glossy paper. Now, the map itself is fairly useless. It won't help you navigate the game, but it is a cool little piece that gives you an idea of what the game world is like. Now, the purchase included a deck of cards. This was included with the purchase price, but the deck of cards was not ready to ship with the game. So these would either ship out at a later date with one of your later orders from Limited Run, or if you didn't place an order, future order with Limited Run, they would ship it out by itself for the cost of shipping. So today we're going to open the cards and check them out. We're also going to open the game and give it a play. So let's take a peek and see what these cards look like. All right, I went ahead and picked out all the noteworthy cards. As you can see, just the regular numbers are kind of plain, like you might expect just any old playing card. And then here we have the Jack of Diamonds, Queen of Diamonds. Look at that queen. What an absolute queen. And the King, just your standard set of playing cards. You can see here's the Jack of Clubs, the Queen of Clubs, King, Hearts. And then as we get to spades here, we've got the Jack, the Queen, the King, but then we also have special art for the Ace of Spades. So the other ace cards are just plain, as you can see here. It's just the Ace of Spades has the Stranger's Wrath logo on it. And then we also have this Stranger card, which I'm assuming is probably would be your Joker. We got 2 of these. And then we have 2 art cards as well. So pretty cool little set of cards there. All right, so I'm gonna open one of these up, and you know what? Because we already know what this one looks like. We know what it looks like on both sides of the reversible cover art. It's really no mystery there. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up the blue PlayStation Experience variant, the more rare variant. Even though I'm probably, 99% sure there's gonna be nothing on the other side of this cover, let's open it up just to make sure. I have not seen anyone open this yet, so I just want to know for sure, with 100% certainty, that there's nothing on the other side. And sure enough. So this game didn't come with an instruction manual. Basically, all the extras came outside of the game case. And here is what the game card looks like. All right, so let's go ahead and check it out. So first of all, I have to say, I've played Munch's Odyssey and a few other Oddworld games, but I've never actually played Stranger's Wrath before, so this was a first for me. Now in this game, you play as Stranger, a fearsome bounty hunter. Your goal is to capture outlaws and bank moolah, trying to save up enough moolah to perform a mysterious, life-changing operation. I think my favorite thing about this game is the southern dialect and setting. Stranger is your typical Clint Eastwood sounding badass.
Gotta bait that outlaw onto that wooden platform.
And the outlaws are some real backwoods baddies.
Hey, whoever grabs the bounty hunter wins a prize. And the prize is, I won't beat the piss out of you.
Naturally, you might be expecting to be packing a pistol, but Stranger fires live ammo from his crossbow. So your projectiles are various types of live creatures. The chippunks will distract and lure enemies. The Bolemite will bind enemies in a web, giving you ample time to bounty them before they break free. Then you've got stunks, which will make groups of enemies sick and throw up, and just so many other types of live ammunition. Now, you don't have to use your crossbow. You can also knock your opponents out in hand-to-hand combat before you bounty them. Just be careful because they are worth more alive. But with such a wide variety of ammunition types, you have multiple ways of taking down your opponents, so get creative. Once you get back to town, you'll be able to turn those bounties in, do some shopping, mingle with the town folk, grab some new bounties, and get back on to business. The game looks great on the Vita. Generally, it plays pretty smooth for a 3D title. There are some scenes where it slows down a bit, usually when there's a lot of geometry or water reflections, but it's perfectly playable, lots of fun, and I love listening to the dialogue. It makes me want to talk to everyone in the game, including the enemies. Aside from this physical Vita release, Limited Run also released physical versions for the PlayStation 3 and Nintendo Switch. But that's going to do it for today. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, I will see you later.
Looking for Doc. I need him to fix a problem.
Well, Doc's up in his Mongo office, but he'll be back here soon. In the meantime, I'll cash out them outlaws you captured, and I got a few more for you.